Jerry King knows that you use his song.
I don't know.
We never even mentioned. That's Jerry King singing right there about Ocala.
I like it.
Kelli Hart is in the studio. This is called Ocala Magazine Radio because Kelli, of course, is with Ocala Magazine. And congratulations, you guys won some new awards.
Yes.
And not only just any award, these are big deal things, aren't they?
These are really big awards. And so for anyone who may not be following us on Facebook, or know us in real life, because I think for the last week that's probably a lot of what we've been talking about and posting about, and we're very proud of those awards. But I think it's really important for people to understand why we're so proud of those awards. I mean, granted, they are awards, and I think anytime you're awarded something for your work, you're very proud. But I think it's really important for people to understand why it's important to us, because when we put together our product every month, we're not just putting together a pretty book with glossy pages that, you know, we're proud to show off and that's creative and those types of things. But, you know, our advertisers is what keeps Ocala Magazine alive. It's what keeps any of these free publications alive. And so we want to make sure that what we're doing every month and every year is something that people are going to want to pick up and read. Why? Well, because if our advertisers are investing money in our products,
that's right,
and no one's picking it up and reading it, no one is seeing their ads, and therefore they're wasting their money.
Same philosophy here.
Right, and their ads aren't working. So, yeah, we love when we receive accolades for our photography and for our writing and things of that nature. But what we really are doing is putting ourselves out there in front of judges who, you know, by the way, these judges are really credible. So, for example, this particular year, and of course they're all outside of the state of Florida to make things very fair.
I didn't know that part.
So they recruit judges from, you know, outside of Florida to make things fair. And so these are, you know, journalism professors, people who are, you know, very hip to
That's awesome.
the way things should read, the way things should look, what's happening, what's current. And this particular year, there was also some judges who were affiliated with the Pulitzer Prize. So for us, that was, and I'm glad I found that out after the fact and not before.
You would have been nervous.
Because I would have been super nervous. So to know that those judges who are affiliated with those things read through, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of magazines and decided that Ocala Magazine was the best overall written magazine and the best overall magazine.
Sure,
to us says a lot about our work. But it also says a lot about what we're doing to ensure that our advertisers are not wasting their money inside of a book that's not being read, it's not being looked at, it's not being kept. So for us, it's a tool. It's a way to measure what we're doing.
Very well said. Now,
Thank you.
Did you have to go someplace for the award?
Yeah, so we were in Orlando, which is why I wasn't here Friday. It's also why my voice is scratchy, because we went out and celebrated a little bit afterwards. And so I was really...
A week later? Your voice is still scratchy?
I know. I've been... Like I said, I've been talking a lot about it all week, so maybe after the weekend I'll get my voice back. But so we were in Orlando, and we went to, not only is it an award dinner on Friday night, but the entire day we're in workshops. So that's another part of what makes the FMA so important to Ocala Magazine, is that it's a way for us to go every year and connect with other editors, other proofreaders, other sales teams, other publishers, and ask them, you know, what are you guys doing that's working for you? And what are you doing that maybe isn't working, so that, you know, we can kind of get a pulse on what we need to take home as a team and reinvent ourselves if need be.
That's an interesting question. What's not working?
Right.
So a question about what's not working. Along the way, in all of our lives, we all learn what causes us to fall off the bicycle. We all learn what causes the teacher to get upset with us. So in the course of putting the magazine together, I mean, you must have had some answers. If somebody asked you, what have you come across that doesn't work or that shouldn't be in the magazine, that kind of thing?
Right. Well, every single month, I think we learn about things that work and that don't work. You know, I mean, there are times where, you know, you might be flexible on a deadline with someone, and then you realize, okay, in giving that person that extra 5 days to give me what I need,
it hurt you.
It hurt me. Now I'm passing it to my proofreader. And I'm telling her, hey, I need this turned over a little quicker,
hurry,
because then I need to get it to my creative director, who then has to design it and then proof it. So being on schedule and deadlines are so critical. And I think that was one of the things when we did a breakout session and I met with other magazine editors. You know, I said, how are you guys keeping your freelancers on deadline because it's so critical. One missed deadline can be
that's interesting.
So stressful. So imagine if you have maybe 5 or 6 freelancers and all of them. So it can be a really big deal. So the workshops are so important to us because, like, again, you know, it's an expensive conference, no doubt about it. You know, you go down, you lose a day of work, and right around deadline is difficult. But for us, the reason it's so important to Ocala Magazine is because we know that we're going to go down there and we're going to come back with more knowledge, you know, more information about what's current, what's happening, what the new trends are for magazines, so that we can be ahead of the game. So, yeah, it's important for us personally, but it's more so important for the people who hand us that check every month and say, I trust you guys to do the right things to make sure that our business grows. And so that really is the most important part for us, and that's why we go. So if there was ever any question as to, you know, like, what's the big deal? You just, you know, what's the big deal with these awards? Yeah, you can brag about them. Yeah, we do brag about them. And you know why? Because we know that we're doing the best possible things for our customers and for our clients. And so, heck yeah, we're going to go, and then we're going to be proud when we get awarded for it.
It's interesting to read the articles in Ocala Magazine because, I mean, I don't know, I'm not an insider, but it seems to me that you have the ability to take a story and give us the information we need, and you still have a space limit.
Sure.
You have to say, I can't make it real wordy. I mean, you can make it more wordy than People Magazine does, where they give you maybe a paragraph. Thank goodness. And you shy away. You don't use stock photos. You have real photographers.
Yeah, very seldom. I mean, there are obviously some incidences, like for example, in the home section for the upcoming month, we have a little 2-page spread on mold, and you know, of course, how dangerous it can be, and a lot of people are unaware of. You know, sometimes you'll have symptoms, and you'll be feeling ill, and you're not really sure.
What it is,
so we thought, okay, this is a good time, especially in Florida where it's moist and the conditions are perfect. Okay, well, in that case, yes, we're going to pull from some stock imagery to have something moldy. We're not going to go create mold, and you know, but in a perfect world, honestly, the way our creative team works, if we had the budget, the time, the team, the manpower, we would create everything.
But I think from a judge's perspective, though, and I'm not a judge, but I've been to other towns and I've picked up magazines that look like they're emulating the same type of look.
Sure.
But you can pick up a magazine in South Carolina and then drive to Delaware, pick up another local magazine and say, oh my gosh, this same template or same photograph.
Right.
So that lady in that picture must not be from Dover, Delaware. She must not be from wherever.
Yeah, absolutely. So we always try very hard, especially when it's a story about particular people, you know, to find those people, take their photos, and make sure that they are represented. It's always nice to put a face with a name when you do a story, and especially because our stories are so positive in nature. We want those people to be recognized for them. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you share the trophy?
Well, so it's gonna nestle itself very nicely at the magazine amongst years worth of you know, awards, so that everyone can enjoy it. You know, our clients can enjoy it, our customers and our sales force and our visitors, and it's a way for us, I think, every day to have, you know, something tangible there that you look at and you say, okay, some judges somewhere thought we were the best. So we can't let them down. We need to every day be looking at that award and remembering that we have to live up to it now. We don't just bring it home and drop the ball.
So you know? What is interesting is that when you get an award like that, that's the feeling you got from getting that award is the same feeling you give somebody when you feature them in the magazine. You're basically giving them an award, this wonderful acknowledgement about what they're doing is making a contribution.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, and we hope that they feel that way because you know, it's. I mean, there's only so many pages in the book, and you know, some of it obviously is dedicated to our advertisers, obviously,
of course,
and so every month we have to sit down and decide, you know, who do we feel is doing something, making a difference, needs to be recognized, and so they end up having presence in the magazine, and so we want them to understand that's a really
that article becomes
a really
trophy.
Big deal. Sure, yeah.
I'm sure they'd frame it or do something with it.
Right. I mean, I absolutely love when someone maybe months later will say, you know, you did that story, and someone read that at the doctor's office and got in touch with me, and now we're working together on this project that's going to, you know, provide hygiene products for the homeless or something. And you're like, wow. I mean, that's it's just contagious. And that's really the mission behind what we do is to really connect all the dots in our community. And that's why Ocala Magazine, I think, is a great hub for that.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not listening to my cues here. All right, we've got a little break. We'll take that break right now. Kelli Hart is here. We're talking about Ocala Magazine.
Yes.
And this is Ocala Magazine Radio. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Friday, sunshine mixing with clouds. Watch out for a thunderstorm this afternoon, high 86 to 90. Partly cloudy Friday night with a shower or thunderstorm in the area, low 68 to 72. For Saturday, times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm popping up in the afternoon, high 86 to 90. On Sunday, times of sun and clouds with a shower or thunderstorm around, especially through the morning hours, the high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
That this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
All right, 18 minutes after 10 o'clock, Kelli Hart is here. We're talking about Ocala Magazine, and just to switch topics for a second.
Sure.
Tomorrow's October.
Yes, it is.
What does that mean for you?
Well, my daughter was born in October, so...
It's her birthday month.
So it's a pretty special month.
Yeah.
For sure. Plus, that means, I guess, fall. Like, that's when I really start thinking about fall, is October. And I'm anticipating cooler weather, and I love anything spooky, so I always know during the month of October, all of the, the old spooky movies will be on TV, so that's fun.
Have you ever done a corn maze?
Oh, yeah.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've never done one. There was an article this morning from Zellwood. They've got a big corn maze going on down there?
Yeah, I know Coon Hollow out off of 441 does it every single year.
Coon Hollow?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Where's that?
It's off 441 towards Gainesville.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I took Lily. She was a lot younger, and I tried to, speed up.
How tall is the corn?
So it's tall. I mean, it's...
Taller than me? Can I see over it?
No, it's tall. I think it's taller than you. And
Good.
it's also...
I want to get the experience like other people do.
Yeah, you should go. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if they do it at night. That'd be fun to do it at
Can you
night.
cheat like with a GPS or something?
I don't think you could cheat. I mean, you could probably cut through, but
Oh, cut through, yeah.
that's not fun. You don't want to know. You don't want to know you won by cheating. I mean, that's not fun. So, yeah, no, that's a lot of fun. Of course, October also means a brand new issue of Ocala magazine, which we're wrapping up actually today. So,
Have you ever done an article on Dr. Terror Eyes?
Terror Eyes.
Yeah, do you know Dr.
Is he like a?
He's an eye doctor.
I figured. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you gotta talk to him. He's a wonderful guy. Dr. Ramsey is his name.
Okay, Dr. Ramsey.
Do you know him?
I'll write that down. No.
Oh really? Oh my gosh.
I mean, I've heard of Dr. Ramsey, but I mean, I've never needed to meet him, I guess.
You've got to go. This guy is Mr. Halloween.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Well, I wish I would have known that like 2 months ago.
Oh, that's right. You're 2 months in.
Right. Because now we're thinking about December. Does he bake pies? I mean,
You know, we do have somebody in town that is all about Christmas. Who's the guy who donates? It's another doctor, I believe. Donates all those Christmas ornaments to the Appleton every year. Oh,
Dr. Urban?
or loans them.
Doesn't Dr. Urban and his wife do some kind of Christmas thing?
I think that is the name. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Urbans do something every year
Yeah.
for Christmas.
So
they donate a bunch of stuff.
So
I
he's
believe.
the Christmas doctor. He and his wife are the Christmas, and
Nice.
Dr. Ramsey and
Yeah.
I think his wife is in on it too.
I'll have to find a reason or a way to get in front of him and talk about Halloween.
He would love it.
I absolutely love it.
Because you know
I
what?
adore it.
In his case, and I think Dr. Urban is the same way. It's all for charity. I mean, everything they do is.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I wish I were a doctor and I could afford to do more stuff. Right. Yeah. So I'd have to meet him. So that's what October means for me. And with it being the last day of September, I think it's important to remind anybody listening that today is the very last day you'll be able to vote for Best of the Best. So that wraps up
that's
tonight.
right.
Yep. So at midnight tonight, that will be done and over with.
And you can only do it one time, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm
right.
ready.
Although, there are multiple devices, which I don't think is cheating. If you have a
I see.
you know
Right,
what I
right,
mean, if you have a
right.
tablet or phone, multiple computers, get creative,
Right.
So, but I think only one time from each device. So we try to keep it fair. We don't want people, however people do things, I don't know, but we want it to be fair. And I know everyone's been campaigning really hard on Facebook. So today's the last day. So there needs to be a final push for that. And then we'll get to come in next week and get our report on all of our winners.
And
so
that's for the December issue.
that'll be announced in the December issue, yes. But we'll be working on it.
Now.
So as soon as we know, right, we have to
Yeah,
start
yeah,
working
yeah.
on it because there's a lot of photography involved in that. And so we're excited too because, see, we don't know. We don't.
Right.
It does.
Right.
We don't know. So we will know as soon as it's over and we get a report back.
And
so
you can't put magazines. You can't put who's the best magazine in town.
well, we already know. We are. We're the best magazine in Florida.
But you can't
We just
do that.
covered that in the first half of the
Isn't
show.
that the crazy thing? It's like a photographer. Like
Right.
you're a beautiful lady. If you're taking pictures, everybody says you should be on the other side of the camera.
Yeah. Well,
You can't do that.
Can't do
it's
that.
not the way it works.
no, can't do that. So right. So that'll be a lot of fun. So we look forward to that. And
So how old will Lily be this month?
So Lily's going to be 10.
10.
10.
Oh my gosh.
I know. She just asked me yesterday, what are some options, birthday party options? Because I told her, we need to hammer something down this week and send out the invites. And she's changed it so many times. It's like, I don't know what she wants to do. So as soon as this magazine goes to bed, then I'm going to have some more, a bigger event to be planning.
Teaching my niece, she's actually my great niece, I'm teaching her how to play guitar, and she's 9. She's going to be 10 like in a week also.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So she was telling me, I teach her here, she comes on a Saturday morning.
nice.
Yeah. So she said to me when she gets married, she wants to keep the last name and have her husband take her last name, which is my last name, same as me. She said, that way when I have children, they'll be related to you, Uncle Larry.
Oh, that's so
they'll
cute.
still be related.
Right. That's cute.
Kind of funny, isn't it?
That is very, very funny.
All right, you want to take a phone call?
Yeah, sure.
Good morning, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. There is somebody there. Oh, they hung up.
Ah,
They hung up.
bummer.
They wanted to say something.
Well, they can always call back
do
if
you
there's-
when Lily says something that at 9 years old they're probably starting to get fewer between. But when they say something innocent like that, do you write them down? Do you record them in some way?
No, although I should.
I know.
Although I should.
I wish I had written down everything Alex had said when he was little.
Yeah, I really should. I mean, she says some really cute things, and as she's gotten older, it's just like saying, when I get married, it's like, wow, at 9 years old, why are you thinking about that? But they are
Right,
because
right.
that's, they're thinking along the lines of family and how families work and those types of things. So,
do you know what I do remember?
Super cute.
From Alex? There used to be a commercial for a cookie, and when they would bite into the cookie, like confetti and everything would fall from the ceiling. And their slogan was, "There's a party in every bite." And I never will forget this. I was in the kitchen making scrambled eggs or whatever, and Alex came running in. He said, "Dad, there's a party in every bite." It's like, if we get these cookies,
like we need these cookies in our
this is
life.
going to be amazing. Every time you bite the cookie.
Well, it was funny. Lily was on my phone just a couple of days ago. It was right after the debate, and of course, I've signed up for political emails to stay, up to date on when certain candidates will be nearby, so I can get tickets and things like that. So she happened to be on my phone, and an email popped up from Donald Trump.
Oh no!
And so it popped up from Donald Trump, and it said, "Kelly, what do you think about last night or whatever debate?"
Right.
So Lily's like, she looked at me, and I mean, I don't even know, I can't even describe
funny.
her face, and she's like, "Mom, Donald Trump emails you?" So me, I'm like, "Yeah, we're like,
of course,
super friends,
yes, Yes.
She's like, "Why is he emailing you?" And I'm like, "Well, he just, he wants to know what I thought about how he did at the debate and whatnot." And so she was just like, "I cannot believe you know Donald Trump." And then she goes, "Does Nia know this?" Which is my mom, her grandmother, who's a Trump supporter. And I'm like, "I don't know. You should probably tell her next time you see her." So to this day, like right now,
You didn't let her know? You didn't let her know?
No, she just thinks Donald Trump emails me and that we're like really good friends or something like that.
Now you have to make that happen, just so that when she finds out you're not really, she'll never find out. She'll say, "Oh, this is my mom's friend."
Right. So I just thought it was funny. It was just one of those things that's like the perfect timing that one of those sponsored type emails comes through that has but because it said Kelly in it, how they do that, she really bought into it. Like,
Sure.
it has to, wow, they know each other. So I thought that was pretty cute.
Isn't this campaign amazing, though? Not to get political in your show, but it's just an amazing thing to watch unfold.
It is amazing.
When the debates happened last week, the one comment I remember, probably will always remember, they were asking people in bars, because people were watching these in sports bars,
Sure.
who won the debate. And everybody was saying whoever they were voting for. That's who they thought won.
Right, of course.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who won? Like, I mean, I don't know how you would measure that based on, without being unbiased or whatever. But the one thing that I took away from it is from now on, when I'm uncomfortable, I'm just gonna like shimmy. I'm just gonna like smile like real awkwardly and just shimmy like this.
Oh, I have a question for you, as you're a lady.
Yes.
The men who were saying she should smile, Hillary should smile, were being picked on by the ladies, saying, some of the ladies, talk show ladies, saying, men, stop telling women to smile. We would never tell you to smile. So I thought, wow, I probably am guilty of that too. Is it
Listen,
offensive in any way?
You're asking the wrong lady, because I'm going to tell you that I am a very traditional type woman. I am not a feminist. I don't get offended when, I made a comment, actually. My best friend was over when we were watching it, and I made the comment that I feel like she should do something to look better. And my friend Chad was like, "Kelly, that's really sexist. I mean, you wouldn't, just because she's a woman doesn't mean she should like go have Botox and things to look better." And I'm just thinking, well, I can't speak for men because I don't know the makeup of men, but I know if I know my picture's about to be taken, if I'm going to be on TV or something, I want to look my very best. And so I made that comment and was kind of challenged on it. But, I think women are doing ourselves a disservice when we start to separate ourselves and want total equality, because I like a door open for me. I like a man that'll take the trash out for me, and if a man wants to tell me I should smile, then
smile.
Then smile.
I thought if I'm taking a photograph of a group of men and women, I'll say, "Men, I need you to smile. Ladies, just do whatever you want."
Yeah, ladies, I don't want to say anything because you're, like 2016. You can't tell a lady. We're all independent, so. So what I will tell everyone to do.
Congratulations on what I was.
Thanks so much. Like us on Facebook, and we're going to have some through the month of October. We'll have some People's Choice Facebook things, best of the best. So you won't want to miss that.
All right.
Thanks, Larry.
Have a great weekend and
so much.
Happy October.
Thank you. You too.
News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President Obama heading home from Jerusalem, where he joined dignitaries from around the world in paying tribute to former Israeli President Shimon Peres.
I would be the 10th U.S. president since John F. Kennedy to sit down with Shimon. The 10th to fall prey to his charms.
French President Francois Hollande,